little by little, we lose our friends, we lose everything. We keep losing and losing till we say, you know, oh, what the hell am I living around here for? I got no reason to go on. But with you, kid, boy, I got a reason to go on. And if you ever get hurt and you feel that you're going down, this little angel is going to whisper in your ear. He's going to say, get up, you son of a bitch. Because Mickey loves you.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Scafacci-verse. I am Anthony Scafacci.
And I'm Alan Gigax.
And we are your hosts, and we want to thank you again and again and again for coming back and listening to us every single week. New episodes every Wednesday, available anywhere you get your podcasts.
Yeah, we keep making these.
Yeah, dude, we're over 100 now, bro.
That's so many.
Yeah, it's not this episode, but a few episodes ago, we actually published our 100th episode.
Dude, that's something.
Yeah.
When do the big bucks start rolling in?
They don't.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
God damn
well.
it. All this time I should have been showing my feed on OnlyFans.
Yes, if only I knew. Right?
Yeah, next time.
But hey, we have a great episode for you guys today. And before we get to it, though, we have a Just the Tip.
We do.
And we have a sponsor for Just the Tip, and it's one of my favorites.
It is. It's Deep Dick's Fishing Bar, Iowa's finest lakefront bar. You can fish right from your bar stool at their outdoor patio. Enjoy a drink with your rod in your hand.
All right, Al. So give us the tip. What is Just the Tip today?
Okay, so the tip, I don't know how much this falls into tip category, but it's something that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, no.
And so we're going to talk about it.
Here we go.
It is hyperphantasia.
Oh, boy.
I think this come up a little bit on a previous episode.
Yeah, the Manning brothers. We talked about it.
Oh, yeah. So I want to dig into it a little bit more.
What a great episode that was. You guys should go listen to that
That
shit.
was a good episode. So in my imagination, I can see everything very clearly. I basically I don't know if it rises all the way to the level of hyperphantasia, but it's close enough. And I can see stuff super clearly and know that, you know, like all the fine details, like to say picture an apple, and I can see all the contours and textures. I can feel the apple. I can smell the apple, all that stuff. And when I dream, my dreams are also vivid. I'll tell you one, I know I haven't told this on the air before, is one time I had a dream and there was a naked lady in the dream and she was facing away from me and she bent over and kind of swayed her hips.
Oh my God.
And her pubes were so long that they also swayed. But it turns out that I was imagining this so clearly that it wasn't actually her pubes. It was her hair on her head that I could see like through her legs. And that's what I was actually seeing. So that's very vivid. But in my dreams, I can't read writing. And it's one of the ways I can tell that I'm in a dream is like if I open a book and I try to read, it's just going to be gobbledygook and nonsense. And this reminds me...
It's old Egyptian.
Yeah. Reformed Egyptian, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but this reminds me of AI. Because when AI makes images, it can make this really cool looking thing that is how you describe it. But the words just come out as gobbledygook.
Not anymore, man.
Well, this is the problem.
Better.
Yeah. And so I would see this and I'd be like, dude, it's just like me. Like the AI brain is working the same way as my brain. This is kind of wild. But then AI figured it out. And now it can write anything you tell it to write and put that right into the image. And that bothers me.
Oh,
because
God. Here we go.
AI and I were basically equal until that point. And now AI can do this imagining visually that I can't do. And that fucks with me.
Dude, I kind of want to see some of your prompts. You must be going ham, dude.
Oh, I'm a good prompt maker.
Yeah,
that's for sure for AI. But yeah, man. So in my dreams, that happened to me in a dream once where I thought something crazy was happening and I realized that I couldn't read. And that's what helped me to realize that I was in a dream is like, oh, wait, Or am I having a stroke? It's one of the two. so anyway, that's my story about hyperphantasia. There's your tip.
That wasn't a tip. That was just you wanted to talk about hyperphantasia.
Yeah, well, it's too late now. It's already recorded.
Yeah, all right. So today's episode, we're going to do something we haven't talked about in a long time.
Yeah, we're going to talk
offline
dynasties.
Our offline dynasties, man. You know, as EA 26 kind of winds down, right? You know, you've kind of done everything there is to do, but your offline dynasty is this great thing because you can do it whenever you want.
Well, this is not specific to EA 26 in any way. This goes back to EA 14, which we were playing for 10 years and had to keep it fun.
Yeah.
And it's going to be true in EA 27 and EA 28 also.
Yeah, or whenever you stop buying the game.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And so, you know, I haven't asked you about your Colorado School of Mines, correct?
Yes. With the painted face and they don't make any sounds.
No, that's mimes.
Oh, yeah. This is mines like digging under the ground. Yeah, the Colorado School of Mines ore diggers.
How's it going there?
You know, it's been very fun. It started out, one of the fun things about having a created team is that they're totally your own and you can make them your own completely. If you play as the Clemson Tigers, you kind of have to just accept that the tiger is their mascot and that, you know, whatever the lore of that school is, that, I don't know, whatever famous person went there and so on.
Harold's Rock and all that stuff.
Yeah. You know. But at the Colorado School of Mines, it all just comes out of my own imagination. And to me, that's really fun. And so I can build that school however I want. And as they succeed, it feels a lot more personal to me. And it feels like this is a program that I created, that I brought from the ground up, that I brought from nothing, and now they're this powerhouse. And I created them to be this power running team, and they are absolute beasts. You know, it's mid-90s across the offensive line. Everything's built around the offensive line. And to be able to just grind, it's very satisfying.
What did the school start out as?
The school started out as a cupcake.
As a cupcake, so terrible
as
roster,
a terrible school, yeah.
Right, and now, did you have like, you know, what difficulty did you put it on?
Oh, I set mine on Super Heisman, and then I turned the controller upside down because the game's too easy for me. And I'm amazing.
Okay, look at you.
No, I do All American, All American 6-minute quarters, and I don't really adjust any sliders.
So like pretty much basic default sliders.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have the Revere Riders Dynasty, and I play like 6-minute quarters. I play on All American. I have custom sliders that I've adjusted because, like, I don't like for the fact that like kickers can kick like 63-yard field goals.
Sure.
So like I shorten that down so like the elite guys can hit like from 54, 55. You know, maybe they
does that mean that you can only hit it from like 32?
No. I mean, like I keep it's even, but my, you know, 86 power kicker, he's not hitting from 50.
Right.
Like he's good from like 45 in. You know, that kind of thing. And I like it that way because, dude, it's kind of annoying when you can
kickers are
superstars, kickers everywhere.
Anything we can do to knock kickers down a peg, I think we should.
Yeah. And so, you know, I know with Colorado State, or sorry, with the Colorado School of Mines, that, you know, you have a lot of lore built up, but it's not like before where you wrote it all out. Like you didn't write this out. It's just kind of in your head.
Yeah, because the school before that, which is also available on Team Builder, I don't know how that transfers from one year to another, but I had a Team Builder team for Utah A&M, the Aggies, or the Gold Diggers, I mean. And there's a ton of lore of that. There's a whole novel built around Utah A&M Gold Diggers.
And so now, like with the Utah the Gold Diggers, right? And then you have the Ore Diggers, which is funny. You have two Diggers schools. I don't know if that's coincidental or not, right? But you know, do you find that there was a difference in the one that you wrote so much about and the one you didn't?
Dude, that's a great question because it brings us into today's topic. I have much more connection to the Gold Diggers of Utah A&M, of Coach Raw fame.
Yeah.
Much more connection to that team than I have to the Colorado School of Mines, which my only real connection to them is that that's where the Oakland Raiders used to do their spring training or their summer practices or whatever.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
You know, so for me, right, when I finished Go Fight Win, when I finished writing the book, you know, I had a proxy team that I used on the old game, which was UMass. To fill in from them.
Right, just like I used Utah Utah State.
Yeah,
in mind. Yeah,
but now with the team builder, I have the actual Revere Riders.
right.
And when the school was made, I had them made as like the worst of the worst. So like they have like an F in campus lifestyle. They have an F in academics.
Well, do you want to talk about why they have an F in campus lifestyle?
Well, if you follow the Go Fight Win story,
and you
which
should,
there's several episodes of the story, made in the podcast.
Right. We don't need to spoil the ending, but you can certainly spoil why the campus lifestyle might be an F.
There's a serial killer running around,
yeah,
killing people,
killing a bunch of college students.
Yeah, killing a bunch of college students. So, but the academics and everything like that, everything on there was basically made to be terrible.
Right.
Okay. And it's made building that school really, really hard because they have terrible pipelines. Everything was made to be as hard as possible.
Right. Anything that you could adjust, you put to an F.
Exactly. Yep. And their pipelines are they're all bad, right? They're no good pipelines. So everything is harder. And I did this obviously on purpose because I wanted to originally write a story after Go Fight Win.
Right.
And I started writing it and then I stopped because quite frankly, nobody reads this shit.
It's true.
Right. And so there's kind of part of me that's like, why am I writing all this when I just want to play the game? And, I can tell the story to you, for example, and it's just as good as telling it to 75,000 people because the same amount of people are reading it. One.
Right. Yeah, I got you. Sure. Right.
And so when I built this school, I started writing and I was having a good time and then I just stopped. And dude, I kind of regret stopping because I felt like there was a big story to tell.
Okay.
But, we'll get more into that as we get into this episode.
So first I want to put some controversy to bed about the Revere Riders because the Revere University, the town of Revere in Massachusetts, a real town, is named after Paul Revere. And Paul Revere was a Revolutionary War figure and was famous, the midnight ride where on his horse. What was the name of the horse?
Is the Brown Beauty.
The Brown Beauty, that's right. And, the British are coming. And so he was famous as, aside from being that person, as a silversmith.
Yeah.
And he worked in silver. That was his big thing. Paul Revere Silver is still famous to this day. And so when you made your uniforms on Team Builder, the pants were gold.
Yeah, we went through this.
We did, but I want to cover it here. I don't think we covered it on an episode.
No, we did. We did.
Because I don't remember being shown wrong on an episode. I would never suffer that indignity.
Yes, no, you were.
But I know that in our actual lives, outside of the episode, I have been shown to be wrong.
No, it's on. Yeah, it's in an episode.
Right, because the costumes that the Revolutionary War...
It's why you need a great team builder team.
Yeah, the Revolutionary War soldiers, they had gold pants.
Yeah.
And so your uniforms match Revolutionary War soldier uniforms. And so I stand corrected on that.
Yeah.
I still might have gone with silver because I have problems.
Yeah.
But I get why your uniforms look the way they do. And they are sharp.
Yeah. So, anyway. So, all right. So how many seasons in are you now with Colorado? With the Colorado
the School of Mines is probably a dozen seasons.
Holy shit, a dozen!
Yeah.
So how many times have you won the national title?
Well, that's the problem, right? Is I kind of started slowing down on playing it because I won 3 straight national titles, and it gets monotonous after a while.
Sure, I mean you can only get to the mountaintop so many times, and then
it's just taken for granted. You're playing the games as a matter of course. The outcome is not in question, and so it takes some of the fun out of it. And so eventually you want to kind of start over, and build again. And that's why I think that's part of why you like the struggle so much. I mean, Anthony likes the struggle just because he seems to like to struggle.
Yeah, I mean,
but in the game, it makes it playable for a longer period of time.
Yeah, so, when I play, I tend to put restrictions and stuff like that on recruiting.
Yeah, what sort of restrictions are you playing with the riders?
So I did it with suicide recruiting, which is where you fill your recruiting board at the beginning of the season with 35 players and you never add another one. And so
if that player locks you out, now you're down to 34.
Yeah, or if you just, they're a bust or whatever. Every time they sign with somebody else. And so usually in the course of the season, I'll sign somewhere between, let's say, 14 and 20
It's not bad.
Well, yeah, because I'm very conservative with how I recruit. Because I know I can't get the big dogs. So if I'm not like in their top 1 or 2 or 3, I don't even like go after them. I might take a few shots on a few guys here and there, like, but I almost always lose out on them and I don't get them. And then when the portal comes, let's say I have like a junior running back who transfers, I can replace that one player. Right. So I can go 1 for 1 with anybody who is not graduating and leaves the team early. So, for example, I've never had somebody drafted, so that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
But if somebody leaves the portal, then I can 1 for 1 replace them in the portal.
Okay.
And so, otherwise, if you didn't, man, you could really you wouldn't have a team to field.
Right.
And so I can replace those 1 people with 1 more shot.
Right.
And I may not get them either, but once again, very conservative. And so I'm now.
Yeah, how far in are you?
I'm 6 seasons in.
Okay.
And the team has very slowly gotten better. And, as it got better, obviously I started winning. But, dude, every season, I'm still losing 3-4 games every year.
Right.
And I'm losing games I should win or I feel like I should win. And I just can't seem to get over that hump. And I keep missing the playoffs. And so, the most recent 2 seasons, I'd been right there where it's like, if I win, I have a really good shot to get in, and then I lose. Like I lost a conference title game where if I win this game, I'm getting in, and I fucking lost, dude, right? And I lose in some heartbreaking ways. Like I cannot win in overtime. Like the only way I win in overtime is if they throw a pick. Like otherwise,
sure. Right? Because you can't stop them at that point in the game.
And they always get the 2-point conversion, and then I always miss it.
Yeah,
and it's shit like that. And so, but the team has gotten better and better, although slowly. It's gotten better, right? And so, now the team is like a 79 overall, right? And I was able to pick up this transfer player in the portal, and his name is Cortez Temple. Okay. And Cortez
Listeners,
Temple,
you have players like that too, right? Where you know their name. You remember, like if you could buy their jersey, you would put it up on your wall.
I so thought about getting myself a goddamn Cortez Temple jersey made because
in the colors of the Reserve Riders.
I fucking love this kid, right? Number 7, Cortez fucking Temple.
What position does he play?
He's a free safety.
Okay.
But he's just everywhere. This guy, he's not even the best free safety on the team, right? He just finds his way onto the field. I think he sneaks onto the field, and he'll show up just in these different positions and make plays. And I knew, as soon as this guy got to the team, things had fucking changed. Okay? Gone are the days of us losing. Cortez fucking...
Because you landed this 3-star free safety.
Dude, who
just has the heart of a champion.
Dude, this guy is a goddamn playmaker till the day he dies, okay?
Yeah.
Cortez fucking Temple, all right?
Kid, you got moxie.
In the first game, we're about to lose the game, right? They're driving down. It's like one of those last minute. They're going to drive down in the last 48 seconds
I know how the
and win the
does
game.
That shit. Yep.
In the last game, they're driving down, and they throw it into the end zone. And I shit you not, Cortez Temple out of nowhere, right? Just comes out of nowhere.
Makes the play.
Right? Intercepts it, and then gets tackled at the 4-yard line. But that was it. I was able to win the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I just won this game that I would have otherwise lost.
Right.
Okay.
And again, when your team is that bad, it means more to get these wins.
Yeah. And so, as the season went on, I started to think about the lore of the school and how it's
the school that has suffered immense tragedy.
Yeah, and it's just cursed. And I can't seem to get out of my own way.
Right.
And I find these just awful ways to lose games, and it started to feel like, dude, maybe this is a real curse. And so now my nerddom is just going off the scale.
Right.
Right? Because I'm in my own head. This is how nerdy this shit has gotten. And I'm sitting there, but as game after game after game goes by,
You ever think about like you're probably gonna have to sacrifice the chicken at some point?
Dude, something, right?
Yeah.
I got to do something. But as each game goes by, Cortez Temple.
When you're going to make your schedule, you've got a bag with all these small bones in it, and you throw the bones out.
Yeah, like
should we take on Duke this year? What do the bones say?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like that, and I'd lost a game early in the season, and so I go on this big winning streak, though, right? And now I'm like 10-1, right? And I'm like, holy fuck. We're going to make the playoffs. Like, all I got to do is win. I just got to win this one more game. And we had lost games to, like, USF. And, dude, I'm in the American Conference. It's a fucking terrible conference, right? I should be winning.
USF is a sleeper in my online dynasty that I play with my cousin.
Yeah. They get good.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm like a 77, and USF was like a 67, and they beat me, and they beat my cousin. Because they do like we talked about in that Does the Computer Cheat?
Oh, yeah.
Where they run that fast-paced, no huddle, spread it out offense with the running quarterback. They were just impossible.
Dude, well, like this, it's UTEP, which is also another bad team.
Right.
And USF seemed to be like the bane of this goddamn dynasty.
Right.
And, I'd lost the previous conference title game to UTEP. And I'd lost during the season to USF.
Right.
And now... here I am. I lost that early game to USF, and now I'm playing them in the conference championship game, right? And once again, they're driving down on me.
Okay.
And now, mind you, game after game after game, Cortez Temple has gone off.
Right.
This dude's like National Defensive Player of the Year level, having that kind of season.
Right.
He's fucking everywhere. Okay.
And you don't steer him, right? There's a computer steering.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll be able to like switch and then make an interception with him, but most of the time it's just him.
Yeah.
It's just Cortez fucking Temple.
Yeah.
Right? And he's just going off, okay? And he's rallying the team. I mean, it's fucking amazing, okay? Mm-hmm. And I can feel like things are changing, right? Things are changing. We're going to win.
Right.
And here comes USF, dude. And they're marching down the goddamn field. Yep. And it's like a minute and a half to go. And I can't stop them. And I can't do anything. And they're down. And now they're like the fucking doorstep. And there's about 5-6 seconds to go in the game. I mean, all they got to do is go one more yard.
Right.
Okay.
They punch it in. That's
they punch it in.
Your season's over.
Well, yeah. And I won't make the fucking playoffs again.
Right.
Right. And so I'm loaded up against the run. I'm in.
You're going to wind up in the Armed Forces Bowl again.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. And so I'm in like goal line defense. I'm like, they're not going to sneak it on me. They're actually like probably 1.5 yards, like too much where it won't do the sneak.
Right.
And the quarterback drops back and he throws it. And that fucking ball hangs in the air. And it's like all moving in slow motion. And I'm ready to throw my controller because the frustration is just built up so goddamn much. And then out of fucking nowhere, here comes Cortez. Dude,
Temple.
He jumps the route and he is gone. Just takes it coast to coast.
Oh my God.
There's not a goddamn USF bull within a goddamn 50 yards of him by the time he gets to the end.
And he probably has like 82 speed.
Dude, no, he's like around 85 or something like that. Yeah. But dude, I don't, maybe he's got super fucking take it to the house or something. Right? Because he's just gone.
Right.
And so I win this game and I'm sitting there in my living room genuinely happy. Like the kind of happy I shouldn't be over a video game.
Right.
I am so fucking I stand up. I raise my hands. Oh, I got controller in my hand. I raise my hands up and I am like fist pumping. I'm like talking to the dog. I'm so goddamn excited. And it's because of this lore.
Right.
And that the suffering and losing that I've gone through. Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, and that's the point of the episode is that, like, listeners, if you're not doing this, you're missing out.
Yeah.
If you're just using, Texas, El Paso because you live in West Texas, dude, you're missing a big part of this game.
Well, and I like to think that a lot of people in our audience, build up some lore and build up some reason to keep playing.
Right.
And, I'm so sad that I didn't keep writing because this would have made such a great storyline. These near misses and near misses and near misses.
Right. Cortez Temple would be your Marcus Galloway from the Coach Ross series.
And I mean, like this defensive player, number 7.
Right.
Goddamn Cortez Temple. Right? Who, guess what? Fucking transferred. He left the team. Yeah, he went to Kentucky. Right? Right after the season.
Do you remember what his
deal breaker was? Yeah, dude, it was goddamn pro potential. Dude,
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, dude, my pro potential. I've yet to have a guy drafted. Yet.
Right.
It's not happening. The team is basically plateaued in like the mid 80s, and they're not getting any better. And I'm just kind of stuck. And I thought if we got Cortez Temple back for one more season.
Right.
Like that's it, dude. We're going to the Natty. And this motherfucker, right? This motherfucking Cortez Temple decides he's going to transfer on me.
Dude.
Fucking EA.
That's so sad.
Yeah. So that's it, man. I mean, like I needed to get that out, dude. It was such a great season. I wound up losing in the semifinals to Oklahoma, to number 1 Oklahoma by, I think, 10 points or something like that.
Oh,
dude, but I had them. I had them early.
Right.
And dude, I just couldn't finish them off. They're just too good. And eventually late in the game, they were able to I think I threw a pick 6 or some shit.
Dude.
Yeah. It was rough.
All right. Well, let's do our closing sponsor and get out of here.
All right.
It is Dumper. You guys have heard lots of ads for Dumper, but remember, Dumper is not only a way to go take a dump when you have to, it's also a way to make some money.
Yeah.
Do you have a bathroom? The kind with a toilet and door that locks? Great. Because that underutilized room could be your new personal ATM. And they mean automatic teller machine. They don't mean the other ATM. You sell that service elsewhere. Yeah. All right. Introducing Dumper for Hosts. It's the easiest way to... I wonder if they thought about that when they were writing the copy.
Probably not.
Probably not. No. They probably should have said cash machine. Anyway, it's the easiest way to make a little extra cash and become a local hero. Simply list your clean private bathroom on the Dumper app. You set the price, the hours, and the rules. We handle the rest. Think of it as monetizing your porcelain throne one emergency at a time. Whether you're a stay-at-home parent, a freelancer, or just someone who enjoys a little passive income, being a Dumper host is as easy as pie. Mud pie. With Dumper, you're not just renting out a room, you're providing a much-needed service to someone in their moment of greatest need. Download the Dumper app today and start turning your toilet paper into cold, hard cash.
All right, for Anthony Scafacci.
I'm Alan Gigax.
This has been a balls deep production of the Scafacciverse podcast. We are out.